Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
What does that mean?
Oh, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudeva means the son of the Vasudeva.
Vasudeva?
Yeah, son of the Vasudeva. Vasudeva is Lord Krishna himself. Yeah, that's why his name is Vasudeva.
Vasudeva.
Om Namo means Om means Omkar. He is saying Pranava, I am the Om. He is saying Om Namo means just obeisances to your lotus feet. Bhagavate Vasudeva. Bhagavate means in Sanskrit, Bhagavate means you. It's a whole, his holy name is like that, you know, super than that. Yeah, Bhagavati, Vasudeva. Just I bow down to the lotus feet of the Vasudeva, Lord Vasudeva, who is the son of the Vasudeva. Today is 10th chapter. Vasudeva.
Is it okay if I have my prasadam in here? Is that not good?
All these, no,
It's okay.
First thing, we have to listen carefully. We have to listen carefully. That is the sitting posture. If you can sit properly, that is better. Otherwise, our priority is here and understanding. That is the first priority. And other thing is minor thing. It's going on. No problem.
Okay.
Yes. 10, 11. Tesa Nivan Kampatam Aham Yanajam Tamam Nasayam Atma Bhavat Bhavato Yanapena Vasata. To show them special mercy, I dwelling in their hearts, displayed with the shining lamp of knowledge, the darkness born of ignorance. Yeah, previous verses they sound very panam. Welcome Pratipulanam. Tadami Budyolantam. Yena Mamu Vayantite. This verse also. It's saying those who are constantly developed or devoted to serving me. With love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Many people are thinking personal or impersonal, Brahman, very angry, not sometimes they say personal, sometimes impersonal. But his mean, come to me, he is not saying he is a back end, Nirakar, he is not like that, he is a person. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Bhagavad. When Lord Chaitanya was Banaras, Banaras, Banaras is जगह के नाम है Banaras. Promulgating the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thousands of people were following him. The Kahananda Saraswati are very sincere and learned scholar in Banaras at that time. Derided Lord Chaitanya for beginning a sentimentalist. Sometimes Mayavadi philosophers criticize the devotee because they think that most of the devotees are in the darkness. Darkness of ignorance and are philosophically mad, sentimentalist. Actually, that is not the fact. There are very, very learned scholars who have put forward the philosophy of the devotion. But even if a devotee does not take advantage of their literature of his spiritual master, if he is sincere in his devotional service, he is helped by Krishna himself within his heart. So the sincere devotee engaged in Krishna consciousness cannot be without knowledge. So the only qualification is that one carry out devotional service in full Krishna consciousness. The Mayavadi philosopher think that without discriminating one cannot have your knowledge. But then this answer is given by the Supreme Lord. Those who are engaged in pure devotional service, even though they be without sufficient education and even without sufficient knowledge of the principle, are still helped by the Supreme Lord, and especially in this verse. The Lord tells Arjuna that basically there is no possibility of understanding the Supreme Truth, the Absolute Truth. The Supreme Personality of the Godhead simply by speculating for the Supreme Truth is so great that it is not possible to understand him or to achieve him simply by making a mental effort. Man can go on speculating for several millions of years, and if he is not devoted, if he is not a lover of the Supreme Truth, he will never understand Krishna or the Supreme Truth. Only by devotional service is the Supreme Truth. Krishna pleased, and by his inconceivable energy, he can reveal himself to the heart of the pure devotee. The pure devotee always has Krishna within his heart. And with the presence of Krishna, who is just like the sun, all darkness of ignorance is not is at once dissipated. This is the special mercy rendered to the pure devotee, Krishna. Due to the contamination of material association through the many millions of births, one's heart is always covered with the dust of the materialism. But when one engages in devotional service and constantly chant Hare Krishna, the dust quickly clears and one is elevated to the platform of pure knowledge. The ultimate goal, Krishna can be attained only by this chant and by devotional service and not by mental speculations or argument. The pure devotee does not have to worry about the material necessities of life. He needed not be anxious because when the when he removes the darkness from his heart, everything is provided automatically by the Supreme Lord, who is pleased by loving devotional service of the devotees. This is the essence of the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. By studying Bhagavad Gita, one can become a soul completely surrender to the Supreme Lord and engage himself in pure devotional service. As the Lord takes charge, one becomes completely free from all kinds of materialistic values. Anukampartham. Anukampa Artham, the soul special mercy. Nasat Atma Bhavastu Jnana Viveka Vasata. First we have to cultivate knowledge. And later on, that knowledge also only instrument for to know the supreme truth. And then proper stress over here. Real knowledge means not Krishna. Yes, this Prakashananda Saraswati is at that time a very learned person, and the Mayavadi, that Mayavadi means they are just thinking only soul is there, we are one, there is no duality. We can become, Gata like that. Is a Gata is there, and after destroying that Gata movie for Gata to be more for like after breaking and just mix with there, and nothing is left like that. Not, not like that philosophy. Only they are thinking Brahma. They are not going further Brahma. Only Brahma, like sunshine. Like they are thinking one soul is there, and just sunshine is coming out, same thing. Souls like since energy come and just all living entity creature, just moving by that power. They are just talking like that. But we read already. Krishna is saying, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. Everything comes from me. He always that means everything comes from Krishna. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. Bhakta Sarva Prabhava. Iti Bhakta Vadanti Ma Buddha Bhava Samhita. That means if the intelligent person, then they knew this thing. Krishna is saying, now his Kampartha, his Unkampartha. Here you can see whole meaning to show his special mercy Anukampa. When he will show it Anukampa, Tesam Satata Yuktana, while we are chanting his glories and his name by love, with love, and then he will show his special mercy. And then our ignorance will be destroyed, and then Jnana Dipena Vasasata, there is no darkness at all. कृष्ण सूर्य सामा माया है अंधकार, जहाँ माया वहाँ, जहाँ कृष्ण वहाँ में माया अधिकार. Like a bulb, you just switch on the bulb and the light is gone through the whole room and darkness suddenly goes out. Same thing when Krishna show mercy towards us, and then our ignorance and Krishna.
Yes.
And then, yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and that Prakashananda Saraswati are the same thing, and they invite Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to home, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there. First, he didn't want to go there, and same reason, and he personally himself come and just invite him, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went in his house, and many sannyasis, big scholar, they gathered over there, and everybody is seated nicely, nice seat, all these things. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just went there and sat down on the floor. And he's saying, "Oh, I am not in your level because you are Vedantis, you know whole Veda, all things, but I am full devotee because my Guru Maharaj told me that you are a full, you don't have enough knowledge. Just you can chant this name and it's enough for you." He told me that. That's why I am not a, qualified equal to you. And then he just sat over there, just listening whatever is going on. And Prakashananda Saraswati is just giving lecture about the Vedic verses, choosing many verses, and just giving lecture, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not saying anything. He's just quiet. And later on he asks, "You are not doing anything. You can ask any questions and any comment, anything. You are not doing anything. Why?" don't have like this idea, but whatever you are saying, that are not actually meaning of the Vedas. You are saying your one way. That's why I couldn't understand whatever you are saying. I couldn't understand. And where is the which is verses and what is the defect within that verses? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then just reciting those verses by heart. He know every verses and he just so that this is real meaning is this, real meaning is this, and he gave him the lecture over there, and everybody just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had apples and light, very brightened sannyasi. You know sannyasi.
Sannyasi.
Last time Bhakti Sundar Swami came, he is sannyasi.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sannyasi. That is the sannyasi.
Okay.
Sadhu.
Ah.
Sannyasi. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sannyasi. And then everybody loving him. And Prakashananda Saraswati also became a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That one incident is there. And another incident also same thing. Keshav Bharati, which is very popular at that time in Bengal, and he came. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was only 18 years old, but still he is a teacher for the student. He is a Lord's incarnation as a devotee. That's where he know everything. But when God crossed the Ganga and the bank of the Ganga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, and Keshav Bharati also come over there. And Keshav Bharati, I'm not sure, but one person is there, and just he is reciting 100 verses of the glorifying about the Ganga Mata, Mother Ganga. You know Ganga, river Ganga in India.
Yeah.
Holy river. Ganga, Mother Ganga, he's just reciting the verse, 100 verse. He's a prolific, how to say, prolific. कवि बोलते हैं आंसू कवि, प्लोरिफिक बोलते हैं, प्लोरिफिक. दैट मीन धारा पर प्रभाव देते हैं. कवि होते हैं ना, कवि जो विदाउट स्टॉपिंग जस्ट हु कैन गिव द राइट द कविता poetry is prolific. Prolific. Yeah.
Prolific?
Yeah. Prolific.
Oh, okay.
Prolific. And he just
they're very advanced.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just you can do the just glorifying Mother Ganga, and he just I'm not saying not maybe not Prakashananda. No, I mean no Keshav Bharati, other someone I forget the name, and he reciting the 100 verses. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he's also saying he just cleared verses over there 100 verses. And then later on, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, anything fault is there? See, what I am like this, that's what I'm saying. See, within 5-10 minutes, I create hundreds of verses about the Mother Ganga. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, yes, well done. But something is there. And he just took out one verse from the among there, like 64 verses, and the number of the 64, and he picked up that verses. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also remember all whatever he is saying. All verses he just remember. And he just in the number of the 64, that verses, I'm just taking example. Not exact 64 like that. I'm just taking one verse from there and reciting that verse, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the pain mistake within one verse. And then you think, oh my God. And then he also agree. Yes. And that means rasa bhav, and dvaita rasa bhav, many things in there. And also he also became a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At that time, big debate is going on. At that nowadays, the debate is not there. At that time, everybody reading the Shastras, reading scriptures, and after debating, big debating. And who is the popular one? He just rule over the, like Shankaracharya, all this same thing. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Banaras, everybody followed. What happened at that time? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu followed. Doing kirtan at that time, tiger and deer are impressing each other. Everybody just come to the loving mood each other. There is no violence. Okay. Any more questions? Yeah. Yes.
We're on 12, verse 12. Text.
Man can go on speculating for several millions of years. Debate करते रहेंगे तो if we are doing debating each other, it is quite a Tarka matayo sutayor vivinna. We are doing argument each other and sutayor vivinna. That means varieties of things will come. And we will be. That's why we have to go Sangatam Mahajana Sapanta. That means we have to follow the Mahajana, the great personalities. We have to follow that. Then we will get the way. Otherwise, if we are keep doing argument each other, and it's very hard to get point. Because in ways, Krishna himself is saying, in real, nobody understands me as real because I made system like that. He's saying in Srimad Bhagavatam, they are keep doing the argument. It's going on, never aim. Somebody saying, oh, Krishna is person. Somebody said, hey, person. Oh, no. He is not person, not really person. He is the other says the one is soul. One is soul. Only. Everybody keep going this argument. But only devotee they can, by devotional service, he himself revealing. That is called Atma Sakshatkar, and self-reliance. Okay, now Arjun was. Arjun said, Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusam Saswatam Divyam Adideva Ajam Viho Agustva Visaya Sarve Devasi Naradastha Pasitu Devarudyasa Swayam Saiva Ravisye. Arjun said, you are the Supreme Personality of God, the ultimate award, the purest, the absolute. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa come from this truth about you. And now you yourself are declaring it to me. In these two verses, the Supreme Lord give a chance to the Mayavadi philosopher. But here it is clear that the Supreme is different from the individual soul. But here it is clear that the Supreme is different from the individual soul. Arjuna. After hearing the essential 4 verses of Bhagavad Gita in this chapter, he can completely free from all doubts and accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He at once boldly declared, you are Param Brahma, the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and previously Krishna state that he is the originator of everything and everyone. Every demigods and every human beings is dependent on him. Man and demigods, out of ignorance, think that they are absolute and independent of the supreme person of the Godhead. That ignorance is removed perfectly by the discharge of devotional service. This has already been explained in the previous verses by Buddha. Now, by his grace, Arjuna is accepting him as a supreme truth in concord, concordance with the Vedic injunction. It is not that because Krishna is Arjuna's intimate friend. Arjuna is flattering him by calling him the supreme personality of Godhead, the absolute truth. Whatever Arjuna says in these two verses is confirmed by Vedic truth. Vedic injunction affirms that the only one who takes to devotional service to the Supreme Lord can understand him, whereas other cannot. Each and every word of these verses spoken by Arjuna is confirmed by Vedic injunction. In the Kenopanishad, it is stated that the Supreme Brahman is the rest of everything, and Krishna has already explained that everything is resting on the Mundaka Upanishad confirms that the Supreme Lord in whom everything is resting can be realized only by those who engage constantly in thinking of him. This constant thinking of Krishna is Ismara. One of the methods of devotional service. It is only by devotional service to Krishna that one can understand his position and get rid of this wicked world. In the Vedas, the Supreme Lord is accepted as the purest of the pure. One who understands that Krishna is the purest of the pure can become purified from all sinful activities. One cannot be dissipated from sinful activities unless he surrendered unto the Supreme Lord. Arjuna's acceptance of Krishna as the Supreme Pure compiles with the induction of Vedic literature. This is also confirmed by the great personalities of whom Narada is the chief. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and one should always meditate upon him and enjoy one's transcendental relationship with him. He is the Supreme Existence. He is free from bodily needs, birth and death. Not only does Arjuna confirm this, but all the Vedic literature, the Puranas and histories. In all Vedic literature, Krishna is thus described, and the Supreme Lord himself also says in the fourth chapter, although I am unborn, I appear on this earth to establish religious principles. He is the supreme origin. He has no cause, for he is the cause of all causes, and everything is emanating from him. His perfect knowledge can be had by the grace of the Supreme Lord. Here Arjuna expresses himself through the grace of Krishna. If we want to understand Bhagavad Gita, we should accept the statements in these two verses. This is called the Parampara system, acceptance of the disciplic succession. Unless one is in the disciplic succession, he cannot understand Bhagavad Gita. It is not possible by so-called academic education. Unfortunately, those proud of their academic education, despite so much evidence in Vedic literature, stick to their obstinate conviction that Krishna is God. इसमें बहुत लंबा पद पड़ती है. Declare Param Brahma Param Dhamam Pavitram Param Bhavan. Bhavan Purusam Sasvatam Divyam Adideva Ajam Vibhu. And reference also here. Agustya Risaya. Sarve Devasi, Narad, Asitu, Deval, Vyas, Swayam Chaiva Brahmis. In Swayam mean who is Swayam? Personally mean he is Krishna himself is saying. No? Krishna also saying, न तद भाषयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावक यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धामं परमं मम. This was in my abode there is no one sun, moon, न तद भाषयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावक. There is no, the fire, all these things. That is automatically everything. And who is come to my abode, he never come back. He said, na nivartante. Yadgatva means who come to his abode, and na nivartante, wapas nahi aata, he come back. He is saying, there is full of happiness. That's why there is no need. Oh, that means Nirakar. Mayavadi, they can interpret like that. Oh, that means there is no sun, no moon, no fire, nothing is there. That means, dark and something, resting thing. They are interpret like that. Only big soul and just everything just resting on over there. They are feeling like that. But Krishna himself saying, oh, my Dham, my everything. Yes. Who's next one? Any persons on in this bus?
Sentence. As I confirmed to the Supreme Lord and everything is blessed, can be realized only by those who engage constantly. So it's a process. First, a person, at whatever age, realizes Krishna is the Supreme Lord. First, like about everything. When is it constant? When is it constant?
Constant
Thinking. When is it? When is a person, when would I be always thinking about Krishna?
constantly without deviation. Sometimes thinking these things, sometimes feeling seva, sometimes something about that is not constant. Constantly chanting means all the time, 24 hours a day. That means by mind we can do. It's mind all the time is being bonded. Soul never bonded. Soul never bonded. Soul all the time free. Our material mind is bound by the three modes of nature. This one is saying, and then entities try to work something and they produce themselves. By mind, they produce this simple activities or by activities.
Closest I can think of.
Satatam. Here saying Satatam. Satatam Kirtanatana. Here Krida Vrata. Strength, past strength. And Priti Purvaka. Only constantly chanting is not perfect. Priti Purvaka. We have to chant those names and glorify with love. If we are doing the same thing without love, it is mechanical. is not effective. Constantly you are thinking, only sit on one place and chanting, those things. No. Devotional service means perfect service. Everything we have to do, eat or sleep, drink, whatever. It's all countable. Whatever you are doing, both the Krishna, it's all constant seva. Constantly chanting that is also. Not only chanting with beard, no, not like that. Everything countable, whatever doing for you, everything is countable. That is constantly seva. Preaching, cooking, cleaning, whatever you do for the Krishna, all constant seva. People, you are just give them aside and just do it for yourself, which your sense enjoyment, and that is deviated seva, not constant seva. That is it's 14. Sarvametat tammanye yanmam vadasi kesava nahiti bhagavan pekti vidu deva. Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons, oh Lord, can understand your personality. Arjun said. Arjun here will confirm that persons of helpless and demonic nature cannot understand Krishna. He is not known even by the demigods. So, what is the of the so-called scholar of the modern world? By the grace of the Supreme Lord, Arjun has understood that the Supreme Truth is Krishna and that he is the perfect one. One should therefore follow the path of Arjuna. He received the authority of Bhagavad Gita. As described in the 4th chapter, the Parampara system of discipline succession for the understanding of Bhagavad Gita was lost, and therefore Krishna established that cyclic succession with Arjuna because he considered Arjuna his intimate friend and a great devotee. Therefore, as stated in our introduction to Gita Bhagavad Gita should be understood in the Parampara system. When the Parampara system was lost, Arjuna was selected to rejuvenate.
Bring life
If the acceptance by Arjuna of that all that Krishna said should be emulated. When then we can understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and then only can we understand that Krishna is it's the first verse number first. Ibam Vyusadevam Pratyavahanam Vivaswan Manare Praha Muni Vicha Kavudavid. I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the Sangha, Vivaswan. And Vivaswan is it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu is turned instructed into Vivaswan. thing is here.
What was the verse? What was the verse you just quoted?
Oh, 4th chapter, 1st.
Question. Why was Arjuna only chosen to get this knowledge? What was so special about Arjuna?
Yeah, Arjuna in calm, calm. Arjuna asked really. That means he is not envious towards the Lord, Krishna himself. Asked really. Or envious Netha, or great devotee also. And he is also a surrendered soul too. In chapter 2, they are talking about Guru. Karpande doso pahata swabhavam, that boss is there. Which is Sarthima. He is saying, I am the disciple of yours, particularly you are saying, I need to. He just surrendered unto Guru. And he just accepted as a Guru. That's why he gives his knowledge to the. In the Asliya there, he is envious with the Lord. That's why he is intimate friend also. That's why he is good. And Naranarayana Rishi also. Narayana Krishna and Arjuna as a Naranayana Rishi form. But Vedasana and Tapasya. Yeah. Dharmaraj is history there.
Dharmaraj, Bhima,
Vishnu Pitama,
all of them. Karna was also very.
Karna was very intelligent person.
None of them were chosen. Why only Arjuna as well?
Guru also, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Uttavarma, they are also very respected person. Yes, Arjuna is our Sriyate, and intimate friend. And he is a great warrior too. That's why he is giving knowledge. Our Sriyate. It's the I heart that from the Guru Maharaj's sannyasis. That's why I am saying Krishna himself. You are associated. That's why I am giving to you this knowledge. Krishna himself talking. Later on, somewhere I forget it that was. This, this, आपका जो जिज्ञासा होता है उसको समाधान करना हमारा काम. kind तो था. Kind beginning में ये. नहीं मिल रहा है. जो भी हो ये बोला है वो क्यों दिया ये नॉलेज कि वो आसुरी है. अभी नहीं मिला, मिलने के बाद बताऊंगा, लेकिन वही है। उन्होंने बोला क्यों मैं आपको ये नॉलेज दे रहा हूँ कि आप असुनिए थे, मतलब हमसे ईर्ष्या नहीं करते, इसलिए दे रहे हैं। मिलने की बात करेंगे। फिफ्टीन पढ़ना है ना, वो है। ठीक, 50 स्वये विवाद आत्मनात्मा यथंतो पुरुषोत्तम भूत भावना भूतेश देव देव जगत्पते। Indeed, you alone know yourself by your one internal potency. O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all being, God of God, Lord of the universe. Verse 50. The Supreme Lord Krishna can be known by persons who are in a relation with him through the discharge of devotional service, like Arjuna and his followers. Person of a demonic or atheistic mentality cannot know Krishna. Mental speculation that leads one away from the Supreme Lord in a serious sin. And one who does not know Krishna should not try to comment on Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the statement of Krishna, and since it is the science of Krishna, it should be understood from Krishna and Arjuna. As Arjuna understood it, it should not be received from a atheistic person. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 2, verse 11. Vadanti tattva vidam tattvam iti jnanam tattvalam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sattva. The Supreme Truth is realized in three aspects: as impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and at last as the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. So, at the last stage of understanding this absolute truth, one comes to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. A common man, or even a liberated man who has realized in person Brahman or localized Paramatma, may not understand God's personality. Such men, therefore, may endeavor to understand the Supreme Person from the verses of Bhagavad Gita, which are being spoken by this person, Krishna. Sometimes the impersonalists accept Krishna as Bhagavan, or they accept his authority. Yet many liberated persons cannot understand Krishna as Purushottam, the Supreme Person. Therefore, Arjuna addressed him as Purushottam. Yet one still may not understand that Krishna is the father of all living entities. Therefore, Arjuna addressed him as a Bhutavana. And if one comes to know him as a father of all living entities, still one may not know him as the Supreme Controller. Therefore, he is addressed here as the Bhutin. the supreme controller of the everyone. And even if one knows Krishna as the supreme controller of all living entities, still one may not know that he is the origin of all the universe. Therefore, he is addressed herein as Deva. He worshipful God of all demigods. And even if one knows him as the worshipful God of all demigods, one may not know that he is the supreme provider of everything. Therefore, he is addressed as Jagatpati. Thus, the truth about Krishna is established in this verse by the realizations of Arjuna, and we should follow in the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Krishna as he is. Very interesting, no? Brahma is everywhere within this method, everywhere. And consciousness also everywhere. And only intelligence is differences. Human being, they utilize their intelligence, but they cannot utilize their intelligence. That's the difference with the ISKCON and others. That is the difference. But consciousness is same consciousness everywhere, all probably same thing. But only intelligence is difference. It's a mind also. The other living entities like animals, they have also mind. They are also thinking, feeling, all these things. But the only discrimination is that दुर्लभम मानुषम देहे देहिना क्षण बंधु sorry. Srimad Bhagavad 11 canto is talking about the why human being created by the Lord. Previously not, at last human being created by the Lord. Otherwise, others animals. But they are not able to understand God as we are. That's why created human being for the perfection of devotional service. It's clearly seen in Bhagavad, not for other aspect. Because Aharanga Bhayamaithanam service, whole thing is similar. Animal and human being. Only one thing is difference. Human being can utilize their intelligence. And they can realize the Brahman, Paramatma, localized Paramatma, and then as at last Bhagavan. Three sides.
Now, when you want to understand a supreme truth, you need to know all the three aspects, or is it stepwise? First, I know the impersonal Brahman, or the localized Paramatma, the supreme personality of God. Is it a stepwise procedure or?
No, you can realize anyone by direct. You don't have to go by realization Brahma and then Paramatma and then God himself, Supreme. No, not like that. You can do the three of them. You can realize one directly. You don't need to. If you want to realize the Paramatma, you don't need to realize Paramatma. You can realize directly Paramatma. Because all these Lord's one three step of each one creature, three categories. We can realize God as a Brahman, as a Paramatma, and as a Bhagavan. Who realize the Brahman, they got liberation, and They are seeing everywhere is God's presence. And with Paramatma, super soul, they will get Brahma Jyoti, attributes of the Lord, and they will also get the same liberation, and they enjoy there. And but there is no loving service each other, no rush, mellows, not like that. In Lord's abode, Krishna himself is equally realizes God, Lord's realizes Bhagwan realization, and then there is everything is reciprocation. So each other, loving service is there, each other, not like living entities. So, not as a thing, we are not a separate soul. This soul is never separate. Somebody they can say sometimes. But all the time, Krishna saying, living with Jiva, Prakriti, and he himself all the time is there. Sometimes, in annihilation, sometimes manifested by Lord, because he can do anything. That's it. Manusya is a man, life for the perfection. This being or the meaning is the same thing. Krishna is the supreme. Now Arjuna saying now these verses. Into more detail in this Bhagavad, long pathway. Yes, now is 16. Bhaktur Madhasya Sheshena Vidyam Atma Vibhutaya Yavir Vibhuti Lokani Mastum Vyakirtitas. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulence by which you pervaded all things. In this verse, it appears that Arjuna is always satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. By Krishna grace, Arjuna had personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge, and whatever else a person may have. And through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of God. For him, there is no doubt. Yet he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. People in general, and the impersonalistic, in particular, concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect through his divine energy. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people.
This statement already says that Arjuna was chosen because of the Lord's grace. Arjuna was chosen to hear the Gita because of the Lord's grace. He said he got the intelligence and the personal experience because of the Lord's grace. So, the previous one where you said that he's not because of God, chapter 9.
Yeah.
What's one?
For the 9 Mandala,
9:1.
9-1. For the 9-1 is how is it? Austria, they say,
9:1.
yeah, Austria. Anasuyari. Maybe Ram. Yeah. To the non-ambiguous. Anasuyari. अनसुई में इसलिए सुनाए थे अब तो हो गया इसमें ट्रांसलेशन the Supreme Personality of the Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most complete knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be optimistic.
ये statement दिया, okay, but in the one which you talk, chapter 10:16, इसमें बोलता है, purport लिखा है, by Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge. So it's again coming back to the grace of the Lord that He is choosing you to be the vehicle of His.
And Prabhupada just giving the stress and just remind the readers because they may forget. So yeah, he's going to another topics. That's it. Srila Prabhupada again remind us. So many times you repeat it. We will get that. Okay. But Arjun says we can really know the one. Katham vidyamaham yogam svam sada parichintaya kesu kesu bhavesu chinteshi bhagavan maya. First we have to properly understand the questions too, and then answer we will get properly. Because we have to understand properly questions, what question asked by the Arjuna and what Lord's giving the answer, and then it makes sense. If we forget the question and the answer going on, and very hard to get the point. Because it's question, oh Krishna, oh Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you? Your question is coming again to the other Prabhu. And how shall I know you? In what various form are you to be? Remember, O Supreme Personality. एक साधु लिखते हैं सावरिया का नाम हजार कैसे लिखूं खत one sadhu wants to write letter to the Lord, but he is thinking Savariya's Naam Hazar, that means thousands of the name of the Lord, which name is suitable for the, inheriting such and such person, namaste, like that. Here also same thing, Arjun writes the point. As it is stated in the previous chapter, the Supreme Personality of the Godhead is covered by his Yoga Maya. Only surrendered souls and devotees can see him. Now Arjuna is convinced that his friend Krishna is the supreme God, but he wants to know the general process by which the all-pervading Lord can be understood by the common man. Common man, including the demons and atheists, cannot know Krishna because he is guarded by his Yoga Maya energy. Again, these questions are asked by Arjuna for their benefit. The superior devotee is concerned not only for his own understanding, but for the understanding of all mankind. So, Arjuna, out of his mercy, because he is a Vaishnava, a devotee, is opening for the common man the understanding of the all purpose.
Pervasiveness.
Of the Supreme Lord. He addressed Krishna especially as yogi because Sri Krishna is the master of the Yoga Maya, by which he is covered and uncovered to the common man. The common man who has no love of Krishna cannot always think of Krishna. Therefore, He has to think materially. Arjuna is considering the mode of thinking of the materialistic person of this world. The word Kesu Kesu cha Bhavesu refer to material nature, the word Bhava means physical things. Because materialistic cannot understand Krishna spiritually, they are advised to concentrate the mind on physical things and try to see how Krishna is manifested by physical representation. Vistarenatmano yogam vibhutim cha janadana bhuyam katha pritvihi srinvanto nasti me amrita. O Janardhan, again please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in hearing about you. For the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. A similar statement was made to Sukha Goswami by the Rishis of Naimisar and the headed by the Somnatha. That statement is, we have Ubhayam, or Bhayam tu na Pratipiyama Yema Uttamam Sloka Vikrami Yat Sevantam Rasa Jnanam Swaru Swaru Pade Pade. One can never be satiated even though one continuously hear the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, which is glorified by excellent prayers. Those who have entered into a transcendental relationship with Krishna realize at every step the descriptions of the pastimes of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus, Arjuna is interested in hearing about Krishna and especially how he remains as the all-pervading Supreme Lord. Now, as far as Amritam, nectar is concerned, any narration or statement concerning Krishna is just like nectar. And this nectar can be perceived by practical experience. Modern stories, fiction, and stories are different from the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. In that one, we tired of hearing mundane stories, but one never tired of hearing about Krishna. It is for this reason only that the history of the whole universe is repeated with the recurrence of the pastimes of the incarnations of the Godhead. The Puranas are stories of bygone age that related the pastimes of the various incarnations of the Lord. In this way, the reading matter remains forever fresh despite repeated readings. कुछ क्वेश्चन है अकाल से तो वो पढ़ेंगे, इसका उत्तर पढ़ेंगे। तो आपका जो प्रश्न था उसका यहाँ मिल गया, इसमें मिल गया क्यों ऐसे कर रहे हैं। तो ये कमन जैसे स्त्री शूद्र धीमन ये सब लोगों के लिए भी फायदा के लिए वैष्णव का काम क्या है कि पर दुखी दूसरों का भी उद्धार करने का मन रहता है। वैष्णव they think para dukkhi, that means they cannot tolerate the others' pain. They want to remove their pain too. Not only they are, oh, we know God and then keep quiet. No, they try to, rescue others from the material distress and unhappiness. Spread the word. That's why Arjuna again putting that same question. This is the final. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My book is different than yours. When you